What's up, YouTube? This is Danny. Today's April 3rd, Friday. Uh, what a week. Uh, very, it was very frustrating. It was a very frustrating week for me. Um, I made it that way. Um, Actually, that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about a trade that I took and how easy it is to create bad habits and it doesn't take long. It doesn't take much to either blow up an account or just deviate from what you know from your strategy from the trading that you know how to make. So I'm gonna go over a trade and some of you trade options. I don't know if you guys know, but I just started trading op. Yeah, I mentioned that. I started trading options about 2 months ago, and well, it's very hard when you're pretty much learning options on your own because there's a lot of things like you have no idea. Like, yeah, it's the same, basically the same strategy that I was trading in equities, but there's so much to it in options that work very that I actually absolutely love options, but there are some things that um, you will fuck up. Like you will mess it up, and if you're not careful, you can blow up. So I'm gonna go over a trade on Monday that I took, and that man, like I don't know about you guys, but I can't swing trade, right? Like one thing about me is that if I have a trade overnight, like I will not sleep. So imagine me having a trade that I let go that I lost control over um, Monday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, this day right here. And for 5 fucking days, man, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way down to all the way to Friday. And the reason why I closed it today was because I trade weekly options, so today was the expiration date. And man, like I gotta tell you that well, let's just go over the trade and I'll explain to you what happened. So let's go over the 3:30 on demand right here, which was the Monday. So on Monday, it was this day we had I had mentioned that I did not want to go long, right? And this is why I love this my levels and but this day I to be honest, like I didn't respect my level. I knew that I even if you go back a few on the last two videos that I've made, um, I said that anything above this level here, if it reclaims, right? Like don't add, don't do anything because most likely it's going to take off, right? So um, on this day right here, I've had the same level right here, right? I had this same level right here. I was willing to short. I was willing to short. I should have got out the executions. I guess I need to buy Trader View, Trading View, something like that, because in options, at least my broker doesn't have that. So anyway, so I was willing. I had this line here, and I said I'm gonna short because it's been working all week, right? The week prior, so I'm gonna short here, and and if he breaks above, I'm just gonna let it go, right? I'm gonna let it go. Maybe draw a trend line and come afterward evening and try to play the breakdown as a scalp because anything above this is a long for me. So fast forward to this day, I had a line right here. So market pushes up, right? Market pushes, yeah. So it pushes up. I shorted right up here, right? I shorted right up here because I had a level. Like I said, like these levels, like they're not gonna come right to it, right? Like I had this line here, I had this other line, uh, right there, right? So I was willing to short. Oh, there it is. So I had this line here, and then I had this other line right above, right around this level here. So I was willing to, for a parabolic push, to short into this line and possibly add into this line, but being aware that we're already on buyer's territory, right? So right off the open, a market pushes up. Obviously, I didn't take this, and then as it's hovering around this level, I hit it. Uh, but put comes down, and I cover right here, right? I saw my put right here, so it put me green. It doesn't look like much, but it's 0.30, $1.50, something like that. So I was green. By this time, I was already green, like the first 2 minutes. Then market pushes down and it pushes up, and like I had another level here. Um, Actually, I didn't. Yeah, so I know that if let's say I want to short again, I want to wait until like either hits. See, I still have this here. So I want to wait until it pushes up, right? I want to wait until it pushes up to reshort, right? And until it doesn't want it, until it doesn't hold anymore, because that's what's been working. So it pushed up right here, and I got greedy, right? Thinking that it's gonna go, and it's gonna take off. It's not gonna give me the other another opportunity. So I went short. I bought another put here. It comes down. Obviously, I wanted the bigger push. Didn't take any. Then it pushes up. Then right here, I bought more, right? And then as it pushed down, as it came down, I was already on the green, right? Like, because remember, just to make it easier, like if I'm taking a short here, let's say I'm buying one put and I'm buying two puts here, my average is right around this level. So it doesn't take much for me to go green, right? So it went green and I mean, it wasn't much, but I was like green like $50, right? And I saw it like 50, $60, and I saw it, and man, like more often I take it, and not because, oh, I'm looking at my P&L and I want to take the profits. No, it's because I'm just following price action, right? Here, yeah, I didn't take it because I was looking for a bigger push or dump, but here, double bottom pushed up, came back down. The probabilities of this being a higher low are higher. So, my rules are, look, if I'm shorting here, I'm gonna cover into support. That's just how it is. It's not what I want. It's what the market's gonna give me, right? So I didn't. I saw the money. I didn't take it. It pushed up, and then this is when it happened, right? Like I got greedy. It pushed up, and then I let it go, and I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I'm gonna add here. So I added, and then it pushed down. But by this point, this is what I missed, right? If I'm shorting here and I'm adding here, these are my two lines. I want to play two lines, not three lines, because it once, and I did the math, and you could do the math if you want to, but if you go short here and you add, right, and then you don't take profits, and let's say you want to add here, you already in the like you have to take so much size. I mean, you know, it's relative, but so you gotta take way more size here in order for this to like even come break even, to break even. Not only that, look what the market is doing. It's giving you a high. It's giving me a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And most likely what it's going to do is going to, if it really wants to take off, it's gonna uh, find support here is gonna take off. So that was the mistake. Uh, I should have just covered here, right? Like, okay, I didn't take the profits. I'm greedy. Take the money. Take it. Like, that's it, right? So I didn't. I added here. It comes back down. Got the FOMO. It got greedy. I knew I had already made the mistake here, so I added more. I added more, and I'm building a position here, thinking that okay, I already fucked up. I'm on my third line, whatever. So I added, and then this thing takes off, right? It takes off. I add more here, right? 162, and then this thing just pushed up. And then at this point, um, I'm already in the red, right? and I'm just being greedy. And at this point, I don't even have any more buying power, to be honest. Like I'm already up, I. By the way, if you guys don't know, the reason why I take one, two, three, four, five contracts only, it's because I'm only trading with a 5K, $5,000 account, because this is my second month trading. I don't think it's a good idea, or at least it was a good idea for me to jump in with like a 25, 30, 40, $50,000 account to learn how to trade options. Like it's just not, that's I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, I ran out of buying power, so I had no more buying power. This was my last bullet here. So this thing just pushed up, and so like this this right here didn't it wasn't just from this day. Prior days, what the market's been doing, it usually does one of these, right? Like it pushes, and then once it breaks trend, it comes all the way back, and like it. I mean, it's been doing it for like maybe 3 days out of five, 3 days out of the week. So I got so like comfortable. Like there was a few times where like I let it go and it came back, and I got rewarded, right? This time it didn't, right? So I'm like, I have a maybe like a yeah, it was a $3,500 position here, right? But then I started like it started messing with my mind, saying like, okay, well, it's only Monday, like whatever, like I'll make up for it. Like it will just it'll come back, whatever. And then Monday comes. The day like I'm this whole time like my average is like down. Like it was like 160.50. No, it was 161, right? This is my average, and it's fuck. Like look, it just went, dude. Like he went. I'm already on the green, and I'm thinking like I can't believe I just did that, this and that. Fast forward to Tuesday, right? Tuesday, Tuesday comes, gaps up, gaps down. I'm thinking, okay, as soon as it gives me the my uh it comes back down, like I'm just gonna take it. What does it do? It pushes up, right? So I'm sure, like I'm not even concentrating on my trading here, like my day trading. In fact, I missed a really great opportunity, a breakout here, but I shorted it. So this day I actually made about like $400 around here, but I'm still red, right? I'm still red on the other position. Um, April. So let's just go one more day. So this is Wednesday. So on Wednesday, remember I told you that my average was 160.50, right around this level, right? So the market pushed up, pushed down. You would think, right, if my average was 160.50 and this thing went all the way down to 158, you would think that I'll be green, right? Nope, I was still not green, and I was so before that, when the market pushed up to this level here, I was not lying to you. I was about 90% because 90% red on those options, right? I was 90% red. So I was already like, I'm not because like I said, I'm still learning options. So I'm like, what the heck? Like, so what's gonna happen if he hits 100%? Is it gonna are they gonna close my position? So I was down like almost like three over three, close to, like I said, 90% of that $3,500. No, it was a $4,000 position, right? And I was pretty much on the red. Uh, the like 3,500, something like that. So it comes down, it comes back down, and you was like I said, I was $500 down here, and I still didn't take it. Like I was down $500, I did not take the fucking position off. Right, that was my opportunity to just take it off. Fast forward um, to this day here. Fast forward to this day, pushes up, pushes down. So now look at this. It goes all the way down to 156. My average on the equity, right? Like not the option. My average, which was 160.50, it went down my to my my favorite 4 points, and I'm still when it pushed down, I was still down about $600. So you see the pattern now, like even though it's going lower, I'm still red and I'm being greedy. Now I want not just make my money back, but I want to be green. And then he gave me two opportunities, right? Same here, and I didn't take it, right? I didn't take it. So today, but throughout these days here, I'm making money. Like I'm shorting. I'm day trading. I'm day trading, and then today Friday, uh, market pushed up. I really, this really looked like it was gonna take off, like it was gonna have a breakout. When pre-market did this, it gave me more confidence that it wasn't. So right at this push, when it came back down, I actually went long here. I went long, and then when it started rejecting, I took off my position, and then I started adding to the short side, added here, and then I caught this move to the downside. And so like the first mistake that I made, I messed up, and I took I had about nine contracts, right? So I took one, and I mean one contract, I was already like $300. Long story short, what happened was that I took the majority of my position here, right? All of my entire position actually here, for a $1,200 loss on those contracts. But had I just waited like I did here, right? Had I just waited, I would have been about 2,500, $3,000 in the green had I just waited. But woulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? Like I did. I waited here. I waited here. I waited here. All the entire week I waited for this, and when it came in, I didn't wait. I just took it off. I felt like it was just too fucking much. I felt like what if I didn't obviously I didn't know this was going to happen, but I said what if this thing goes up, right? Because I mean the volatility, implied volatility, like the premium, it was working against me, right? 160, think about it, 160.50 from Monday all the way down to 154, 6 points in my favor, and I was still down $1,000 or whatever, right? Like just so just kind of picture that in your head. So that's what options are. If you don't know, like yes, it'll come back, but if you don't know if you don't know this the different scenarios, like you will get screwed. So lesson learned. No one taught me this. I guess you gotta go through this in order to understand, right? At least trading weekly options. I didn't know this, but I learned. I guess I learned the hard way. So uh, even though like this was a big loss relative to my account. Um, I ended up the week minus 160, I believe, 160, 150, minus 150 on the week. Um, just just taking day trading, regular day trading here. So that's what I wanted to share with you, so that so you guys could see that if you break your rules, and it didn't start this week. It started before because I got away with it a few times, and the one time that doesn't work, that's when you're gonna get screwed. So um, the best way is to follow the rules, right? So like I like I said, you can follow me. Like I'm gonna start posting my P&L and my trades every day here on my account. Is a new account, Danny underscore 5 year underscore to make it. Um, and if you guys want to follow me here, you guys can see my trades every day. I want to be as transparent as I can. I'm gonna post my P&L every day. If it's green, red, or blue or purple, it doesn't matter. Um, and so like what I want to do with this is not just for you guys to see, but also so you guys can see that with a smaller account, how because I'm gonna be trading the same account. I was gonna put more, but what I'm just gonna do, I'm just gonna, you know, grow the same account, and so like so you guys could see that from from $5,000, how far can someone take the account. So, all right, guys. Hopefully this helps out, or at least learn from someone else's mistakes. All right, take care. Later.